I'm gonna be a little bit more historically accurate here. So, my rammer used to be an Enfield Snyder rammer, which was a little bit kind of skinny. This is a proper, you know, Enfield P53 rammer now. It's got a little bit more mass to it, should help me ram the Manet ball home. The other big change is I was just casting my Manet balls, the Harper's Ferry pattern ones. I wasn't sizing them, so they were a little bit oversized. I made my own sizing die. I ran them through. Now they come out to 0.5775 inches in diameter, which is exactly what originally been for that bullet. So we should have basically entirely correct ammunition. I'm still using the 1855 pattern cartridge with 60 grains with the rocket paper internal reservoir. So it's still a Burton ball. You still got to smack it, which is terrible. But yeah, this thing shoots great now. It doesn't keyhole now that I'm using the properly sized Manets and that powder charge. And this does shoot like a 4 or 5 inch group at 100 yards, is what I was getting today. So it hits like 8 or 9 inches high at 100, but we should be able to actually have a grouping to measure this time. And I'm going to be doing it all out of the cartridge boxes. I think I can beat my 138 off the table with these new cartridges. And again, this isn't like cheating. I do have like 80 caps in here, so that's kind of cheating. But this is closer to the historically correct cartridge, so we'll see what happens. All right, let's go look. So I'm gonna do my exact times in post because I forgot my shot timer. But with my stopwatch looking back at it, that was about 150, which 18 seconds, I think, faster than last time with the kind of not correct cartridges. And my hits are a lot better. The rounds are actually stabilizing. So I have one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. This is an old leftover one. So not great, but these are all hitting a person at 100 yards. So I would say I'm probably not rushing it. I think I can do that a little bit quicker. I don't think the tap on my rammer after the Manet ball is down is even necessary. So I'm gonna try one last time. Like I said, I got 5 more cartridges with me, so we'll see if we can get a little bit better. I don't know if I can beat the 138 off the table, but I'll try my hardest. I don't think I can possibly go any faster with this because I'm getting the powder and everything's fine. I draw my rammer, I go to ram it home, and instead of throwing it down in one motion, I just can't because there's an air gap, an air pocket that's building up behind the Manet. So if I were to push down, it just kind of pushes it back up like a little air piston. That might be because the nipple on this reproduction is half the diameter. The actual flash hole part is half the diameter of an original P53. So half as much air is, you know, getting out past the nipple as I'm ramming home. So maybe if I drilled that out to the proper diameter, I could actually just slam it instead of having to slowly push it like I was doing. As you can see, accuracy also improved on that run. Like I said, I accidentally fired 6 shots. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then number 6. I don't know what order these came in. I'm pretty sure I know what happened here. With all these 1855 expanding ball cartridges, Burton cartridge, again, whatever you want to call it, when you're tearing it, there's not much room. Like, the powder's right at the top of where you're tearing. So you spill some and you eat some, and it's disgusting. This one, I spilled a bunch. I poured, and then when I smacked it to get the manet out, I saw a bunch of powder fly. So I screwed that one up really bad. I thought that one was going to be really short on the powder charge, so I aimed high to compensate. Apparently it had more powder in it than I thought. Other than that, I mean, as long as you're not shooting 1,000 yards, some spilled powder here and there, that's not too bad. I'm very happy with these Harper Ferry Burton balls sized to 5.775 as they should be. I feel really stupid for not doing that earlier. I feel dumb for just casting and throwing it in and not even sizing. That's kind of mainly just laziness because I had to make a little sizing tool for that. I'm going to defend my man Burton. I think it's a pretty good cartridge. It's cheap. It's easy to make. Like, I can roll them myself, whereas rolling Enfield cartridges would be a huge pain. You can get away with cast bullets with these instead of using the actual pressure-formed ones, which, you know, nobody makes those anyway, so you can't even get them now. I do have some Confederate nose cast molds that I wanted to try out, but the 1855 cartridge is kind of my favorite. I mean, you got to understand, 3 rounds a minute, 3 rounds a minute, 3 rounds a minute. I'm kind of tired of hearing it. Yes, if you're like British in 1860, and you have a school of musketry everybody goes to, and this is all they drill with. They're firing like, what, 100 rounds a year or something? The standing army of the Union, which didn't have a school of musketry, and just had kind of regulations, who knows how well they were followed, their live fire practice was very minimal. I have shot more than probably the most well-trained Civil War soldier by a mile, and I can just barely get 3 rounds a minute. So this number you hear, I don't think pertains well to the Civil War.
Sorry for my voice. I decided to get in character and catch bronchitis for this video. We have a gift from our British friends to help with the war effort. Enfield paper cartridges. These are made by Brett down in Gettysburg at papercartridges.com. He graciously sent me these because he hates James Burton and wants to see me beat him with Enfield cartridges. Mr. Pritchett's bullets here. So we're going to give that a try. Sorry for the delay on this. I also had to, my front sight fell off because, you know, reproduction muskets. So I had to solder that back on, and that was a whole debacle. If you guys want to know how to do that, I can put it in a full video. Just, I don't know, put it in the comments. But yeah, 5 rounds as quick as you can. Enfield cartridges. And I'm sure a lot of you guys know, but just in case, the big difference is you're not ripping with your mouth, getting powder in your mouth, then pouring it in, and then smacking it and extracting the manet ball and pressing it in. Instead, you rip with your fingers, pour the powder, flip 180, put your paper patched bullet in there, snap off the tube, then ram it home. So we'll see how these do with 5 rounds on the clock at a target at about 80 yards. How's bad hang fire? Well, one of those definitely missed.
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. That's an 8-inch circle there. One round went middle of nowhere.
Well, this has been fun. I like the cartridge banter, Burton versus Pritchett. I mean, obviously, yeah, the Pritchett's better. I'm a masochist when it comes to cartridges and obsolete weapons.